guys. Welcome to the Hmongipino Podcast, bringing you love, culture, and having fun to your life. I'm Danga,
I'm Impact.
and welcome to our channel.
Welcome, everyone. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. Tune in. We're dropping episode every week. Yes. This episode is brought to you by Boundless Goodz, a new used goods store on eBay. Check them out. Buy something for yourself. They have a 50% off deal right now, so go enjoy it.
And if you're looking for music, make sure to check out DJ Danga Dang on YouTube. Got some mixes on there. And also, Booney's coming out with a new album March 27th. Verhil,
Yes.
check it out.
Check it out. If you haven't, you could also purchase the Hmongipino merchandise on eBay as well. Search Hmongipino on eBay and buy all the merchandise for yourself or for your loved ones. Yes, Bubba, how you doing?
I'm doing well. It's a hot day. And what else? I went to go visit the dentist today.
Yep.
I feel like, I don't know, everyone should take care of their teeth. This is your friendly reminder to go visit your dentist and get your teeth checked up and clean.
Yes.
But yeah, everything's good. Just trying to stay cool. How are you doing?
I had a really good workout session earlier. I worked out for about 2 hours plus. I forgot, but I feel good right now. I'm really sore. My body is sore in a different way. Because I've been amplifying my workout and increasing the progression on certain muscles, and so I'm feeling it, and I'm seeing results. So I am good. Okay, bub, what's up?
Well, for this week, this past weekend, we spent time with my family because Booney was shooting his music video, so we had time with my extended family, like my immediate family and my extended family, and I was talking with one of my, not niece, I guess I'll just say niece because
Or little
she's
sister.
little sister, niece type
Cousin.
of, yeah. She's just graduating. She's about to graduate from high school. And I asked her if she was planning to go to college. And she said that she wasn't sure yet. Like, she wanted to take some time off. And my advice to her was, that's fine. Like, make sure if you do decide to go to college, make sure you know what you want to do. More like following your heart, follow your passion, because college is a lot of money type of thing. And then I reflected on it and how if that was me and my generation, I would never get that. There was no choice. You had to go to college.
Yep.
Type of thing. So it's funny to think about the generation now having the option of going to college or not going to college. And so it made me think about the differences in different generations, and I wanted to explore that.
I love it. I totally understand because my family is a big family, and is a big family with multiple generations
Yeah.
within itself.
Yeah.
So
Right?
yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
I do see the difference, and I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
So I love it.
So every generation thinks they had it harder, but also better. Today we're diving into the world of Gen X, Millennials, Gen Z, Gen A, the trends, the struggles, the slang, and the culture that shaped each generation. So before we dive in, let's see. Gen X is considered those born in 1965 to 1980. Millennials, or Gen Y. I never heard that term, Gen Y, but it's Millennials, born 1981 to 1996. Gen Z, 1997 through 2012, and then Gen Alpha, 2013 to the present. Bobby,
Interesting.
where do you fall?
I am a millennial and the coolest generation. No, I'm following the millennials. I guess that's Gen Y, but we're known as the millennials.
Yeah.
And I'm an 80s baby. So
Right.
yeah, that's
You
where
were born in the 1900s, according to the
the
kids.
1900s. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's when that's what kids say now. When when you're born in the 19.
No way.
You're born in the 1900s.
You gotta be kidding me. I mean, I get it. I guess the 2000 babies. Yes, I was born in 1900.
We're dinosaurs.
And it's part of one of the best century.
So I'm a millennial also, but we're gonna go through each of these categories, and I'll try to be unbiased. Well, we'll probably be biased, but then I'll try to play devil's advocate and fight for the other generations too.
I dig.
All right. So first, we're starting with trends. Which generation had the best fashion era?
Which generation had the best fashion era? I'll say millennials.
Why?
Because we've gone through multiple generation of, I guess, culture, pop culture, if anything. I feel like our generation came from the era where there was a melting pot of I guess unification of people. Like for example, like I'm not saying that like for example hip hop, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
It started around the 70s, but you know I feel like it got really big during the 80s and 90s time, right? So I don't know. I just think our generation has a lot more melting of, I guess, ideas and as well as fashion and arts, right? I think that's the number one thing because fashion is art in some way. So I feel like there were a lot of mixing of cultural arts, and I feel like we just went through a lot more for some reason. I feel that way, but I don't know. I'm not trying to be biased. I just feel like I don't know. But the reason why, because I guess during that, I'm just saying that because there's the hip hop era to the rock era to the 90s hip hop era to like like the punk rock to the grunge look, the gangster look. I feel like there's what I mean, because then there's no such. I mean, 1920 is pretty dope too.
Yeah.
The era, but I'm just saying like I feel like in terms of we're comparing this generation together, I feel like the millennials have pretty cool fashion.
I think so too.
See, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be
here's my thought process, okay? Because it was around the time where hip hop was at the peak, and when you think of hip hop, it was, of course, pop culture, but what was hip at the time? So it was like youth and hip, and it was turning. Of course, like you're always recycling in every generation, but I think for millennials, it was like recycling, but making it new and creative and making it hip, right? And that's why it's still hip to me today. And then now everything's like all of the trends are recycling again, but they're going back to what we used to wear before. And it's like...
Yeah, well, I piggyback on what you said. I will just say this too, is that I feel like we kind of break uniqueness during that time a lot more, right?
Yeah.
Like people was trying to stand out. People was trying to be different, right? Or like showcase different art and so on. So I feel like there's a sense of uniqueness that I feel like our culture, because we didn't grow up during the technology era too, where you see everything now online or on your phone. People got a chance to really build their own culture in their own community.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just saying, I think that's something where I find uniqueness within cities. I mean, back then, there's a difference between cities and different cities, literally, right? But now you really can't tell. A lot of cities are just similar now because you see each other, right?
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm trying to say that there was a lot more, I guess, a saturation of uniqueness in every town or city, right? And because of that, your neighborhood, and because of that, there's a uniqueness within yourself as an individual.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why I feel like there's so much difference in arts and the way even the way people think, right?
Yeah.
I feel like.
And even like graffiti had a play into that too, because it was so vibrant and so hip. It makes it look youthful, and
we're just talking about from hip hop, right?
Yeah, but like that's like the whole era. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's like the grunge and the hip, the punk rock type of vibe. I mean, I didn't grow up in that culture and that fashion, but there were.
Oh, we're just talking about fashion.
Yeah, fashion, but there were a lot of different type of, I guess, fashion where you could choose to be or kind of try to be part of, right? If anything, I don't know, that's interesting. But I feel like that's part of, at least from my opinion, is that the uniqueness within each city. Yeah, it brings
There
different.
was this one video that I saw. They were interviewing kids on the street, and they were asking kids like, which generation is the cringiest, and they said millennials were the cringiest. Really? And then they're asking them why, and then they're like, oh, they're just trying to be young all the time. And then I thought about it. It's not that that's a fashion we grew up on, and we still dress like that. So it's not that we're trying to be
Yeah.
young. That's what
They're
we grew
just
up
biting
in.
our style. What are you talking about? We ain't trying to dress
Is it
young.
cringy?
You guys are just trying to buy our style. No, I'm just
Yeah.
joking. But that's interesting though. But that's how I feel
Because then
too.
I thought of
With the older generation
Yeah.
too. So like in terms of like not cringy, but like in terms of like okay, that's not cool. type of
see.
deal.
I thought about like some hip hop pioneers, right? And how they're older. They're probably in their 50s or 60s, but they're still dressing up in hip fashion.
No, I
Like,
hear
and
you.
then I'm like, is it cringy? Should they be dressing up older, or should they
But what
be
is the
out of
older
that
look?
out of that era?
No, I
So,
hear you. Sometimes I
don't
see
know.
some of my OGs wearing hella hip,
Yeah.
I guess, fashion,
Uh huh.
and
Is
sometimes
it cringy to you?
sometimes it's kind of like, oh dang, that's fresh, but I wouldn't see that in terms of your physical appearance now. It's
Yeah.
just totally different. But there are some people who, I guess what I'm trying to say, like there's fashion that works for your era, but also at the same time there's also fashion work that works for your appearance if you know how to properly dress it properly, if anything. But I'm not a fashion expert, so I'm not saying anything. But I'm just saying I get it. The reason why I understand why I guess what generation, Gen Z or whatever the younger generation
Yeah.
think that the millennials are a little bit cringy because yeah, I do understand that. Sometimes they don't understand the style. Because I'm also like copying
Do
the
you
OG
do-
style.
Oh,
So it's like the way I look on it is different compared to how it looked on them, right?
are you adapting to
guess.
the younger generation style, like the baggy clothes?
Yeah, I feel like we never, it never really left in terms of in culture or in the culture of hip hop. There's a phase of there was a phase of skinny jeans and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for b-boys, it was never skinny jeans because we don't like breaking in tight clothes, you know. So we were
Mhm.
always still loose and loose and baggy, comfort and if anything, just to be able to dance. So I feel like that never super left. But there was a time where we were the Adidas track pants was like really in where it wasn't really baggy, but it was really
Mhm.
fitted. And I feel like that made an appearance in the breaking community because one, it was fitted in a way where it was comfortable, and at the same time, they did change the baggy style because that was a little more fitted. If anything, I feel like the word fitted is more proper to describe what I'm trying to talk about. But I mean, yeah, I don't think we're trying to adopt a new generation style. I feel like we are the people who kind of like still create those style.
I know. I was just asking,
Yeah.
like, if you're trying to be like a younger a kid and
No, okay.
dressing like a younger
Look,
kid.
Look, I do understand why. No, as I get older, I do understand why certain older people why certain older people wear certain older type of clothing.
Yeah.
Like I am getting to a point where I do not like wearing too much branding clothes, and I get it.
Mhm.
Like a plain shirt is perfect. I don't mind no more, right?
Yeah.
But unless the shirt has some cool stuff where I really do like, of course I will wear it. But I guess what I'm trying to say, and at the same time, it's comfort too. So I'm getting to this point where I do understand why older folks wear certain things to feel more comfortable, or more relaxed, or more
Yep.
breezy, right? If anything, right?
Breezy.
But
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to say, like as I get older, I also understand why there's a fashion change in terms of our generation of the older population, if anything, right?
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, now we're getting to a point where fashion is so mixed up too now that like a lot of hip clothes are pretty, I guess what do you call it? Casual, comfortable, right? I'm trying to get somewhere, but I don't know. What do you think?
Well, some things that come to my mind, just the changing times of fashion, or from a female perspective, because the way I'm pretty functional. Like everything that's on me is pretty functional because
That's the word, functional, and athletic leisure, right?
Yeah. For me, it's like I need to be able to walk. So mine is like I need to be light and functional. But then there's different things like hairstyle that's new that the younger generation's doing, and then they can tell you're a millennial if you wear your hair a certain way. So for women, it's the side part. If you have a side part for a female, that means you're old because it shows you're a millennial. So like the middle part is in, and it's crazy from my transition from a side part to a middle part, which is crazy to think about because when I hear comb over, I think of like old guys back then combing their hair over because of their bald spot kind of thing. So that's why I'm thinking that's why they think it's for old people. I don't know.
I don't know, but like what you brought up is like the mullet. The mullet.
The mullet
made a
it back.
huge comeback, and like that was something that was like a long like what in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
That was something in our generation, and I'm just saying like it made a comeback, and sometimes I see some kid have a mullet or adult have a mullet. I'm still getting to a point where I think it's cringy.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like
the mullet.
There's some people who could pull it off. Like some
Yeah.
kids could totally pull it off. You know what I mean? But there's some kids that just doesn't, and guys too. Some guys, adult doesn't look great.
You'll never try a mullet.
What?
You'll never try a mullet.
I had like what do you call it? A full mohawk kind of vibe.
Oh really?
Yeah, like where it goes all the way back, like kind of type. The mohawk was like
a full
thing.
hawk. Yeah.
Like the full hawk and the full mohawk was a thing during
Ooh,
I forgot, like during the 90s.
yeah, I wonder if
Early
that'll
2000?
make it back.
Maybe.
Pretty sure.
But yeah, I'm just saying, like, piggyback on what you're talking about, the female hairstyle. I feel like same thing with the male side as well. Is that like there's different style that are considered old back then are making a comeback where it's considered hip and new, fresh, right?
Oh, there was something I heard. It was the shoe. It was like what is it?
The Air Force One.
Yeah, that's an old people shoe.
I'm not gonna lie. I love wearing Air Force One. I think it's one of the greatest shoe out there in terms of what Nike have created. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think that's old people shoe. But I get it if like kids don't like that type of shoes now, right?
Is it too flashy or is it? I don't know. What is it about it that makes?
I feel like maybe
old?
because it's pure white. Sometimes a lot of people like wearing the pure white shoes. I'm thinking they think that it looks kind of funky, or it doesn't. It just sometimes it's just too white, or maybe it's just bulky and it stands out. It is bulky.
Cool. Oh, it is.
It is a bulkier type of shoes.
So what's a trendy type of shoe right now?
Trendy shoes?
Yeah, for guys. What are all the boys wearing? I don't know.
I mean, like a lot of like the trainer shoes, like the running shoes, we're in for a little bit. Honestly, I don't know. To be honest, you guys.
You're not hip.
But I do know Doc Martin made a big comeback in terms of like fashion.
That's
right?
timeless. I feel
It's
like
timeless,
it'll go
but
across all generations.
Of course,
yeah.
but like it was timeless, but it made a big comeback where I start feeling like a lot of people start wearing it with fashion, right? Because I see that in the breaking culture. I think breaking or the hip hop culture is such a culture that kind of ride with what's hip or what's hype.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see a certain type of fashion come in, and I see what our dancer are wearing, I kind of see that as like the I guess a representation of what's out there right now that's hype.
Mm.
So I did, yeah.
Let me do one more. Are Gen Z trends actually creative or just recycled, in your opinion?
What did they recreate? I mean, I'm not hating. I'm just saying,
because
like,
a lot of
give me
the
an
things
example
are thrifted now, right? Everything's thrifted.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Or
thrifting is way
or
now.
brought back an old trend
look,
from what we've worn already in the 90s, mostly like baggy jeans.
I'm trying to think of like what like the new generation Gen Z have created. I mean, I tell this, like, I think they have like totally created a different type of vintage vibe, and they brought the hype of vintage clothing back with a huge following in terms of like culture, people who love vintage clothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think in terms of like
like what's something new that they created that's Gen Z-ish?
Minecraft.
I don't know. No. I don't know.
Well, okay. In terms of fashion
Yeah.
or like pop culture and
Yeah.
like, well, I do
just-
think like Gen Z have created the live with the live recording. What do you call it? The live like the reaction videos to like just going live right now. People are going live and just recording their life, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
We're
think
talking about
that's,
fashion first.
I know, but I'm also
Oh.
thinking about what they have brought, because I don't really think they brought anything to the fashion yet. I don't think, at least my
yeah.
appearance, my knowledge. I think a lot of things that I like right now in terms of fashion is a lot of stuff that was already hip back then,
Yeah.
and it's just a circle. Sometimes fashion is a circle. It just reloop itself.
Yeah.
Because different generation started liking certain thing, or maybe certain like pop cultural video or artists wear that certain type of clothes, right? Because so people get influenced to kind of like be hip in that way.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
I don't know what they created in terms of fashion.
Yeah, I just think it's recycled. Sorry, it's because we're seeing all these trends again.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, in terms of fashion, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's
Because
crazy
part of-
because
part
they
of the,
think, I don't know if they think they've created it, but they haven't created it. They
Yep.
just haven't seen us do it because it's been such a long time.
I agree, and I feel like it's just a full circle inspiration right there. That's all it is. It's nothing wrong with that. But I do think Gen Z have created a lot of cool stuff in terms of like the live recording for content to live reaction content videos. Sometimes some of them are pretty big at that. A lot of people are pretty big at that, I think, right? Like the ISO Speed guy.
Who?
ISO Speed.
Who's that?
I really don't know. He's like a live reaction. I mean, live person.
Like a
recording himself.
streamer?
A streamer. That's the word. Streaming. That's what it is. I'm sorry. That's what I was trying to think. Like live recording, streaming has been. I feel like more of like the hip thing for the newer generation. I think in terms of like,
Okay.
it's a tool that is more utilized.
Oh yeah.
Because like there's people who are streaming their video game, playing games and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I know. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, so next we're talking about slang and communication. Slang. What slang terms do you use right now?
I still use the word dope. I think
Dope.
Dope. That's dope. Cool. That's cool.
Okay, let me test you. Let
Okay.
me, because I'm not gonna test you, but I want to see your slang because you're a millennial. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna ask you. I'm going by Gen Alpha slang, right? So I'm gonna ask you, what's your word? Or I don't know. Wait, let's just see how it goes. Okay.
So I'm gonna give you the year or the generation.
No, maybe I'll do Gen Z. Okay, let's see. Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Give me your slang term for, like, for if you're asking somebody if it's a lie or if they're for real.
Like if they're for real.
Yeah.
In terms of Gen Z.
No. So, like, let's say the Gen Z slang is no cap, right? No cap. Like, no lie, right? What would you say no cap?
No, I would not say no cap.
So what would you say?
Like in terms of
Like,
for real?
let's say someone told you like this really ridiculous story that's true. What would you say?
Oh, yeah, that's dope. Okay, that's funny.
No,
yeah.
if it's it's a lie. Oh, like if you're like for real.
Oh, for real? Oh, for sure. Okay, like what would you
What would you say? What would you say?
if a story was really tight?
No, I don't know. You're not getting it.
I'm not.
How
I'm
about
sorry.
let's say if something is if someone is doing an amazing job, like someone did amazing, like if someone had a really good performance, what would you say?
What slang I would use?
Yeah, what slang?
That's dope. That was dope, man. You freaking spent on. You freaking did blah blah blah.
See, I would use dope. I would use tight. Oh, that was
Oh, that's
tight.
tight.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was tight.
Yeah.
Oh, that was sick. People use sick.
What do you think Gen X used to say?
Gen X.
Yeah.
Oh, cinematic.
No, Gen
Okay.
X is 1965 to 1980.
Oh, that's spectacular.
Spectacular.
Oh, I'm just saying. You're saying the older generation, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's spectacular. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh.
I don't think they had a lot of slang.
They had gnarly,
Oh, that's gnarly. Yeah.
rad.
That's radical. That's the word. Yeah.
Not
Or-
radical,
yeah,
rad.
or like the Ninja Turtle, but they're like from the 80s, the 90s, 80s. So that's more. They're more our generation.
Okay. How about like if see, I don't know how to. How should we do this? Okay.
Why don't you give me a slang and then should I give you generation, like the generation that belongs to the slang?
Um.
Well, that might to be too easy.
I mean, like you could obviously tell. So let's say I'm going off Gen Alpha, right? So like skibbity is one of the slang terms. Skibbity. What do you think that means? Skibbity.
oh, this word has been Lizzie, my niece Lizzie, and my niece Lizzie and Charlotte and Molly. I've encountered this word with them.
Mhm.
I forgot what it means though, but I remember typing something that is kind of like that, and they were like, "What skibbity?" Like I'm like, I forgot, but that was sorry. The story doesn't make sense, but I'm just saying, I learned about it through them.
You heard
and
it through
yeah, I
them.
heard it through them, and I still don't know what it means.
It means random, chaotic, silly.
Yeah, there you go, like skibbity.
What other terms?
So funny.
What I
That's
know,
so
like
funny.
how the heck did they come up with that word? I don't know.
Skibbity.
I don't know. Do you guys feel
Okay,
cool
like-
when you guys say skibbity?
Well, I feel like the way they create is just a little bit different,
Yeah.
random.
Yeah.
It's I want to say corny, but it's they have a different way of, because I feel like it's always life experience.
Right.
Like I feel like in the 80s and 90s it was more hard. Like it was
Yeah.
more about harsher thing. So I think we were just a little more raw,
Mhm.
right? Don't you think that?
Yeah.
But now this generation is like more like techy to like more. It's a little bit soft, I feel
yeah,
like.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm not being rude. I'm just talking about what my experience is so far.
Okay. How about what other slang terms do they say that you remember?
Riz, like the new
Riz?
generation.
Uh-huh.
Riz is one, right?
You know what Riz is?
Riz is when someone who just have like a cool personality that is just really tight. They're just like, just
Mhm.
pretty much they're
Mhm.
just amazing looking, right? When
Yeah.
someone- like Riz.
Like charisma.
Okay, I'll tell you what. One word, slang that I like from them is cinematic. I think that's pretty dope. Like to
Cinematic.
describe anything that is like out so amazing. Dude, that's cinematic, man. Or like, am I using it wrong? I think I'm using it wrong. I'm not exactly sure. But cinematic, like when you describe something, is it right?
Yeah.
That it's just super, like a cinematic experience. I get it.
I want to
I mean,
ask you, what do
I
you
think that was
think?
tight.
Okay, so these are other terms from Gen Alpha slang.
Okay.
There's phantom tax. You know what phantom tax is?
Nope.
Guess. What's your guess? Phantom tax.
Phantom tax.
Yeah.
When you take away something,
Oh, that was pretty close.
I'm just thinking, right? Phantom. This is a phantom, and then tax. People take money away from people sometimes.
Well, this is the definition that I got. It says taking someone's food or tax for being around.
Oh yeah, there you go. Taxing, phantom taxing. It's kind of like what I said. Tax. That's what tax is. It's like, or like yeah, tax.
How about sigma?
Sigma.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know that one there.
What's your guess? What would you think
Sigma,
sigma
alpha,
is?
delta, sigma. That's like you're the third wheel or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You're like not the cool person.
A lone wolf, cool
There
or
you go.
independent.
There you go. Like I get
Oh.
it. Like alone by yourself or like right. That was pretty close.
I guess, yeah. How about NPC?
NPC.
Yeah, why are you acting like an NPC?
NPC is a character that doesn't make sense in a game. So I'm like a person that is like pointless, or like why you acting like NPC? Like why are you just so like a robotic Autobot? I was like robot.
What? Are you looking at my paper?
No, I'm not. I'm not. NPC is like a character in a video game where they're just naturally doing that thing over and over. Or
Ooh,
they,
you got some good thinking skills. Someone acting basic, robotic, or boring.
oh, there you go. There you go. NPC.
How about this one? Ohio. That's so Ohio.
Ohio. That's a state. So, like, that's so white. I'm just saying. I don't know.
No, that's not what
Okay,
it
I
means. It
don't know.
means weird, random,
just
or
guessing.
cursed.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How about
I get it. I get
grimace shake?
it. Grimace.
Grimace shake. This is giving grimace shake energy.
Oh, kind of like weird. This is getting like cuckoo kind of type energy.
You know what grimace is?
No,
I don't know. I don't know about this phrase. So grimace is the purple monster from McDonald's, right? So it's like a
Oh.
grimace shake, right?
Oh.
But then I don't know what the train thought
backstory?
was. Oh, it means
Yeah, what does it mean?
something chaotic, weird.
Yeah, weird. Because I just think.
Yeah, I don't know how they got to
Isn't
that.
that character kind of weird? The purple character.
Yeah, but
He's
why
just
would
kinda
you? It was like out of
What
nowhere.
the robber guy or like
No,
the
the
big
purple
guy? Oh,
the
I
purple
don't know.
guy. And then sus. That's sus.
That's us.
Sus.
Like, that's cool.
No,
I'm sorry, I don't know that.
like suspicious.
Oh wow! See, they're just taking a short way out. Okay, that's what I learned too. I think like when I speak to my nephew and my niece, sometime like the Gen Z folks, they
Uh-huh.
tend to abbreviate a lot.
Uh-huh.
You know, a lot more. Like,
Yeah.
in terms of like that's us. For
Yeah,
example,
uh-huh.
they just don't want to say the full word. That's
Yeah,
suspicious,
yeah,
right? So
uh-huh.
they just kind of say that's us. That's us.
Yeah, they're cool.
No,
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying. I'm not saying they're lazy. I'm just saying
Uh-huh.
they're just like taking the easy way out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of maybe using a different word to just describe that word, but I'm just that way or that feeling or the description.
All
I'm
right.
not saying that wrong. I'm just saying I tend to notice that the culture, maybe because it's technology, you know what I mean? Because technology is allowing people to communicate faster, and so they're just trying to communicate faster. I solved it.
Okay, so I'm gonna read to you millennial and then Gen Z slang, and then
Okay.
tell me if you use these words. So millennial slang YOLO. Do you use that?
YOLO.
What's
you only live
YOLO?
once.
Do you use that?
I use it maybe a rare occasion,
Uh-huh.
not like all the time. Rare occasion, but I do
Yeah.
get what I do know what I mean.
I feel like you're more Gen X slang.
Gen X.
Yeah, that's my opinion. So how about back to millennial slang, bae. Do you use bae?
Bae, is that like baby? Like that's my bae.
Yeah,
Like, that's my
significant
baby
other.
girl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You don't use that, huh?
No, I don't use that.
See?
'Cause
Do
it's
you
not-
use on fleek?
On flick?
Yeah,
Like that's
On
fresh.
fleek.
Like that's wow. That's cool.
perfect.
Perfect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't use it.
How about turnt?
Turn like I got drunk.
Yeah.
Like let's get turned.
Yeah.
Sometime when I used to drink.
How about lit?
That's lit. No, I don't use it often, but I know it's like that's fire, right?
Fire.
That's kinda like fire.
So maybe you're Gen Z slang. So Gen Z slang, no cap, right? We talked about that. It's
Gen Z?
It's giving. Uh-huh.
It's giving.
Yeah, it's giving.
I don't know, like suspicious feeling.
No, it's
No.
describing a vibe. It's giving.
It's giving.
How about slay?
Oh slay, like slay a dragon kind of thing. So there's like slay.
Uh-huh.
No. I
Oh,
don't use
look,
it. I don't use it.
Riz is considered Gen Z.
Yeah, Riz.
Yeah, we were talking about Gen Alpha
Oh, earlier.
earlier. Uh-huh.
No way.
Oh, and they use mid.
Oh, maybe that's why.
You know what
I'm so
mid
confused.
is?
Mid, like
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah, mid.
Like you're
So
the
it's
middle
not
person?
impressive. It's like mid.
Oh, I get it. Like, oh, you're average.
Yeah, mid. And then 8. See, I don't use that
Eight,
one too.
like infinity.
No, 8 like she ate like
Oh, she ate. Like, oh, she ate that.
Yeah.
Like, she destroyed it.
yeah,
Okay.
8. That's like something new. See what?
Well, we kind of
No, we say they killed it. They
Killed
I
it.
I use they killed it, but
Okay, so
the
I
kids
think I'm
now
getting
are
the
doing
generation
8.
wrong. Gen X was earlier. Gen Alpha was what we're talking about. Was the first generation.
Gen Alpha was the first one with the skibbity.
Oh, really?
Gen Alpha.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, Gen Alpha is after Gen Z.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. That's different. Yeah, I get it. That's a generation after Gen Z.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course they're a little more newer, or in
Oh.
terms of shortcuts.
Yeah. How about Gen X?
Gen X
This is 1965 to 1980. They use whatever, rad, gnarly,
gnarly,
dude.
dude.
See,
This is
now
like,
it's bro now.
bro.
But back then it's dude. Everybody was dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. I get it.
But now it's bro for girls and bro for guys.
Bro for life.
Bro for life.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. What are your
Interesting.
thoughts on slang?
Well, I also see it. I mean, it kind of makes sense in terms of like the lifestyle of what people experience. Like the dude thing. I feel like culturally it might be more of like a surfer dude, and culturally a surfer dude is majority of the time nationality is Caucasian. So I'm saying that's what before I guess millennial or anything, the Gen X was during that time where I feel like not there was segregation. There were not, you know, I mean, there were wars happening. The what's hip is probably only what's cool in terms of like white culture. Maybe during that time, I'm just talking about what I imagine why certain slang or term is what it is. Because I feel like during our area, I feel like that was when a lot of things got a chance to mix more. So you got more black culture slang in it, and you got more like some Asian slang and stuff like that. I feel like there's more thing mixed more, so I feel like there's a more melting pot in that, and that's why I'm thinking. And then you even see where after our generation going to Alpha and Z, Z to Alpha, then you start seeing where technology came into play as well, where things get more short in terms of some of their slang and just literally abbreviated
Yeah, one
word,
syllable.
one
Yeah.
syllable kind of thing. So I'm just saying like that's why my guess would be is just definitely cultural experience, life experience during the era generation, what happened, what type of I guess connection is there.
I'm surprised that Gen Alpha or some of the newer generations, because everyone is so sensitive about male, female, and things like that, and all of the slang was like bro, dude, male type of words that they haven't come up with a word that could be both male and female
I hear you.
type, right?
Like a new word. I get it.
Or a new word. Let's talk about. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are enjoying the episode right now. Just want to remind you guys, you can purchase the Hmongipino 1-year anniversary merchandise on eBay.com. Just search Hmongipino and all the merchandise will come out. We have t-shirts and beanies and hats. A lot of them going out. So make sure you grab something soon before it's sold out.
How about music? Which generation had the best music?
Millennial?
Why?
Well, okay, I'm not saying millennial. I'm just saying there was a lot of great artists during that time. So I'm just going based off facts. I mean, the people who were I'm just saying the people who are creating music during that time for the 80s and 90 up, were part of generation X, right? The one before us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like the Beatles. They were what, Gen X?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were Gen X. So they're they're on to. I feel like maybe we're dope because we got hip hop. You know?
I don't know. I think millennials also recycled in music because they sampled people in the past and added a drum beat to it to make it newer, but still recycled. So I don't think it was I
hear you.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot more sampler during our time in terms of like sampling music.
Yeah.
Even now, there's a lot more, but like I'm just saying, like I get it. Why? Yeah, I get it. I feel like there's more original music to our era. I feel like the reason our music is a lot better because it would just.
No, you're biased. You're biased.
All right, what do you think?
I don't know. It's well.
See, there you go.
Well,
You're biased too.
no. I appreciate oldies, right? Original creators of people that laid the foundation of what we keep recycling and sampling. I think it's crazy now how music you're able to create the possibilities are so endless because now you're dissecting all of the music and the words and thing and overlapping, and AI is creating new things that you just imagined it and then they're putting it together. So then I don't know, it's kind of
Okay, look, our era we have what? Hip hop, rock.
yeah.
I mean, alternative rock.
Mhm.
I feel like alternative rock's making a huge comeback, right? And I feel like it was one of the biggest during our generation, like the early '90s to like the '80s, right? We have that. We have like the '90s hip hop to like maybe like the club hip hop kind of vibe, like the gangster rap,
The boy bands and the
the
bands.
boy bands to the bands, right? I'm just
Mhm.
That's why I'm trying to break it down. Like there was just this melted pot of culture mixing all together, where there's a bunch of type of music that was happening.
Mhm.
I mean, right now I feel like a lot of generation are half of the population probably like K-pop more than like American music at the moment, right? I don't know, like generation.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
just know that because like it's such a big thing in terms of the music industry right now. But I guess during that, I guess what I'm just saying, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of music we had, and I feel like we have a lot of different type of music. Because I think when I was young, when I was in my high school time or teenage time, I was into hip hop, alternative rock to like some soft pop.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it's just some chill music to some love music. Um, So I'm just saying we have a lot of type of music during the time. I'm not sure. This is what I'm asking you just right now. If I'm asking Gen Z, you're Gen Z right now.
Okay, I'm
I'm
Gen
asking
Z.
you, Gen Z. Do you love like alternative rock or do you love hip hop? Like I feel like majority of the time. I don't know. What do you
See,
think?
I don't know. I don't know what the kids are listening to
Well,
right now.
there you go. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, do you think
Like maybe there's a whole genre of music that's not on the mainstream
true
that we don't know about.
like indie?
Yeah,
Indie?
like indie
Indie type of
stuff
music?
that's popular. Like my
Yeah.
cousin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I still kind of put your cousin more in like alternative rock kind of vibe.
Yeah, but there's a whole
Indie rock.
underground indie rock type
Yeah.
of thing.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I'm just the reason why
Yeah.
I am trying to, I guess, give evidence to why I think our generation have the best music is because we did have a rich culture of different type of music, blues to like rock to even jazz was amazing. And I'm not saying it's not amazing now. And I feel like the music's still there.
And I think what makes it different is like how we talked about before of things cater to your community, your area, right? Back then, hip hop was so diverse because of the East Coast and the West Coast, and even in California, the NorCal and Inglewood, Compton area is different, and like just based on your places help define how your music sounded, and it goes. Right now, I feel like because of the internet, everyone starts to sound the same a little bit, but it's different globally now. Yeah,
agree.
like the K-pop,
I agree.
and then even like the Bad Bunny stuff. Like there's a whole community out there of music that I don't know about because I'm not around different
Yeah.
that area. That's
Spanish music.
Yeah,
Culturally, like K-pop, for example, right? It's
Yeah.
a totally different genre where you have to like that type of music or
Yeah.
that I guess you have to like that lifestyle too, that culture. It's different.
yeah, and it's so crazy that you have access to different music platforms that you can listen to these different types of
I
music
agree.
anywhere.
I agree. I
right?
feel like I'm gonna piggyback on what you say there too, but I feel like the reason why we like certain type of music a lot more too is because our generation tend to apply more our experience, like going like hip hop for example. I'm only hip hop because we will go to hip hop events, for example. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm not saying no generation is not doing that. I'm just saying, I think in terms of generally like what you like, I feel like you really have to experience that type of music.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I don't know. Don't listen to me.
Well, we have to because you're recording a podcast. Okay, how about this question? Which generation had the best party era?
Party era?
Party era.
I don't know. I feel like the party is totally different for each generation.
Yeah.
But if like I have to express what I think,
Millennials.
yeah. Well, let's look at millennial. It's up to 1999 and
1981 and 96.
Oh man.
I felt
Well,
like
I
we
think
had
Gen
the
Z
best
might.
party.
Well, you think so?
Yeah.
I actually think Gen Z because 1997 to 2012, like the club dancing.
That's
was during-
when they were born.
Oh, when they were born. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we created more club music. I think, but I mean, I don't know. I don't go to the club that much anymore, so I don't know.
Mhm.
What do you think?
I feel the millennials.
Give me your evidence.
My evidence is because here's the thing. People always compare going clubbing back then to how they go clubbing now. Back then, millennials, as for us, we'd get dressed up and like really get dressed up, repeat partied, we drank, we had fun at the club. We actually danced at the club, dancing all night until the club closed.
True.
And then ate and then went home. Like that was like a good party night, right?
Yep.
Then I heard now this generation doesn't drink a lot and they don't dance a lot. It's a lot more of how you look and having your phone in the club. And then this one girl was saying like she went to a club. She's a millennial. She went into a club and she was like, I went into the club and everyone was standing in a line facing the DJ. Like they weren't even dancing. They were just had their phones out and they're just staring at the DJ. And
I hear you. Well, I feel like almost you done.
Yeah.
I feel like one reason because that too is because they're that generation on. There's a shift in music and shift in how people party, right? I mean, like for example, like the EDM type of vibe to like the festival, right?
Right.
The DJ. I'm not saying how that was how what that situation was, but these kids are experiencing that more where they're looking at the DJs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also maybe depending on the type of music they're playing.
Yeah.
What kind of music they're playing?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what they were at the.
I'm not
at
saving
this
them.
particular
I'm not trying
person.
to. Yeah, I'm not trying
Yeah.
to save that situation or say that, like, yeah, they weren't dancing. I'm just saying that I noticed that just like how the rap or the musicians were the face of the product or whatever it is in music, the DJ eventually had their time, and I feel like that was like this generation now where they go to like these different type of festival. They're just standing and just kind of vibing to the DJ.
Oh, so here's my thought process now thinking about this, because in the millennials music, going to a club, everything was like getting drunk. They always shout out different alcohol, Patron. They're always saying, put your hands in the air, put your hands. And then that's how you're dancing. Everyone's like going crazy, jump up, down. You know, you're working for it, right? You're drinking alcohol and then you're sweating it out type of thing. And then I'm thinking, I always think about Gen X, right? They have bands. You know, they called out different dance moves like twist and shout, and they're also dancing. Like I think I would love to be there when James Brown was like performing. Like if I was like that, I'd be dancing too, right? And then I'm thinking, okay, what is Gen Z, Gen Z? What is their music like? It's probably more EDM. It's like the build up, Molly, the build up, it's messing with your insides. I don't know how you do it. And then more jumping, I guess. I don't know. But I'm it reflects the music, obviously,
True.
how you react to it and how you are at the moment.
We're part. Our generation is part less distracted, so we're more in the moment, probably too.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm
Because
also see why I feel like maybe we party more harder or maybe more fun in a different way because we were more present.
yeah.
We were there hanging out with each other, dancing, just there, present. Right?
I don't know what
Wherever
it's
the moment
like.
is, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's probably
Clubbing
one reason.
and now, if you do take your phone, are you recording yourself in the club? You're recording other. I don't know how it is. That's how I imagine it being, and I don't know. I
Well, I
don't
think
know
right now,
I
if I
would
go to a
like
club,
it.
I would just probably be standing.
I
too.
mean, yeah, everyone's standing,
I
probably in
will
the
probably be
corner. I
standing
wouldn't
myself.
even want to dance.
Yeah.
You would be
Well, it
the
depends on the type of
weirdo
music,
on the
right? I
dance
don't know.
floor. Yeah.
But
Let us know how you guys party in the clubs right now. Gen Z, how do you guys what is it like?
I don't know.
Fill the millennials in. All right, since we're getting into it, technology.
I think they win. I mean, I don't.
Who wins?
I mean, Gen Z and like Gen Alpha, they have the best tech. I mean, but I tell you this though, I think our generation. Well, what's the question, by the way?
I don't know. Let's
Just
just
technology.
discuss. Yeah.
Our generation is the generation that kind of like I feel like our generation are the influencer, the first influencer, first YouTuber, the first people to discover a social media platform, and our generation are the people who are the pillars to what it is right now too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? In terms of like the social media, the technology, the way the culture moves somehow, some way.
I feel like the millennials are the ones that created it, and
Yeah.
then the Gen Zers are the ones that are advancing it. They're
Yeah,
the ones
exactly.
that.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I feel like at least from my experience, my understanding is that like our generation always have a foundation of how certain thing plays, like But right now, I feel like they're different platform, and I feel like for example, TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, for example, has its own population that is different, right? It's more for the new generation,
Yeah.
right? So I guess what I'm trying to say that like now for example, now that platform is there now, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Before that, our generation was the one that was controlling all the. I guess we're just talking about social media platforms.
Yeah.
But in terms of technology, I do feel the same thing too, because we're the one that first had an iPhone somehow, some way, right? Smartphone.
What did we start with? So let's say Gen X. What did they start? Then what? Let's see the evolution of it. So Gen X had a radio. They got the TV, right? I think that was their technology.
It might not
stuff.
even be color TV yet.
Yeah, black and white TV.
Black and white TV,
Colored
maybe the radio.
TV. It was always, I remembered back then, TV was what rots your brain. Everything was, that was like a term I heard a lot. Like TV
Really?
rots your brain. You're always watching TV. That's probably what we think of social media right now. That's what's rotting your brain.
Isn't that interesting?
But that back then, it was a TV.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's true. I remember that. Like back then, it was like, okay, don't watch too much TV. It's bad for you.
Yeah.
But in a sense, it is kind of bad for you. I mean, beside like social in terms of beside the entertainment part. I mean, I guess like it's the same thing. Social media, right? Like advertisement, propaganda.
Mhm,
You could
mhm.
obviously get twisted in terms
Yeah.
of what propaganda is happening. I mean, I guess
Then,
it's aside true
yeah.
because during that time they're more older to see what's bad.
Yeah.
That's why they're saying
That was
that's
the
bad.
beginning. That was the beginning of the rotting brain. We had phones, the rotary phones, and then
Rotary phones,
yeah, the evolution of different phones.
cassette tapes,
Yep.
8 tracks.
You had the video cameras.
Okay,
And
what generation are we talking about right
No,
now?
I'm just going through
Oh, okay.
into what we have now.
Camera, VCR, then eventually
Disposable cameras.
disposable camera. During the time, film camera.
See, this
Not
generation
digital yet.
will never understand what it was like
Well,
to develop.
Again, you know how like certain stuff come back. Film is
Yeah.
maybe gonna come back.
Yeah.
The time where like, kids want more of a disposable camera more now, or
You
like
know what's
a
crazy?
digital
So
camera?
they have so back then Polaroid cameras were like a big thing, right? You took a picture and then the film comes out and then you get like a photo of the moment, right? So now they do have Polaroid cameras, but you're able to print from your phone the desired image that you want. So you can either take a photo with your camera, your Polaroid camera, or you can take your phone and print whatever one you want to print and it comes out.
I get it. So it's not from the camera, but it's from your
It
digital.
prints from the camera, but it's like it's different. It's different.
Oh, I
It's
get it.
more curated, right? It's
I
not
get it.
like it's not like back then it was in the moment, right? It could be imperfect, an imperfect photo. But
Imperfect
now
photo might have been a perfect photo.
and now you have like different like you can take a million photos and then choose the best one and then have it printed out.
Got it. Dang, that's interesting to think about.
Yeah. I mean,
because
like,
of
is that
too,
better?
We do take it. We take it for granted sometimes too,
Yeah.
and that's why I feel like film is making a comeback. At least in my opinion, like I feel like kids are more into digital camera now, like the actual not your phone camera, but digital camera where you actually take photo of it, and so you could print it out or save it somewhere else. I don't know.
But why is it more fun to record videos on a video camera than on your phone? I mean,
Quality.
just there's so much data on your phone, it gets
I'll say
lost.
quality
right?
and maybe
Yeah.
data like that where you just might not watch it often, right? Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think would Gen Z survive a no internet childhood?
I think the human resilience and the human way of adapting, I think they will adapt. You're talking about like if they don't have technology, Gen Z? Yeah, I think they will adapt. Human beings are just, I feel like we would naturally adapt to whatever. If we just no more technology, we just kind of move on to what's next or move on to what's present at the moment for you to use or apply.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine. They're human beings. Hopefully, they learn how to adapt and grow and create. I think that's the most magical part about being a human being too, right? Is be able to adapt and be able to whatever situation you're in, try and best to find solutions or create is one, you know. But I know. Okay. Getting kind of deep there.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's talk about life and expectations. Did college actually matter for millennials?
Yes, it did. Well, it matters in terms of like, I mean, are you saying like, was it like a blueprint for a millennial? That's why I was.
I'm
That's why I say
asking you
yes.
if it matters. Here's the thing. When I gave my not niece,
Oh,
no,
okay,
my niece
okay,
friend,
you're
like
talking about in
talking
general.
about college.
Okay.
Is college important or
Yes and no.
or not?
During this time, yes and no. I
See,
don't think
yeah.
it's- I don't-
What? Tell me more.
Well, because I feel like the type of opportunity that are available now are a little bit different to the type of opportunity that was available back then. There were not that much, I think, in terms of like capability to create your own platform and your own entertainment studio to create your own content and so on like that is totally different now. I feel like I guess what I'm trying to say like there's more opportunity now in terms of you really don't have to be a doctor if you don't want to. You know, like you could make money and be happy a certain way. Stuff like that. I feel like because our generation, we at least my experience, we see life in a different way where like we used to kind of go back to like not having kids. Like we were there chasing our dreams, and when we chase our dream, there's different ways of discovering your dreams, right? In college, and sometimes not the answer, sometimes, right? It's not something that like I feel like it's great for certain people, but sometimes it's not great for everyone. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm talking about right now.
No, I'm processing.
Because you're like,
well, in my head,
sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Gen X, Gen X,
I'm
and
just joking.
Boomers. didn't have, they're probably immigrants, right? Didn't have the opportunity to go to college. So their whole life was to make kids and push their kids to go to college.
Yeah, education was huge, important thing because the opportunity to get education is probably not so vast how it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then now, sometimes when millennials, our generation, go to college, they're first they're first going just to make their parents happy a lot of the times. And then they don't realize, I feel like they don't realize at the moment to go to college for your passion as opposed to going to college to make your parents happy. But now Gen Z and beyond, the millennials, having the different babies and giving to the next generation the choice of what they want to do, and not just going to make us happy, but to pursue what they want. The differences in all the generations.
True. I don't think there's nothing wrong about higher education, but like sometimes I think it's just not for a certain individual because in terms of their profession or sometimes they're able to probably get to where they want to get by doing a different route, if anything. Because sometimes I guess what I'm trying to say is like some family value education, and it's a huge thing, and it's great. I think having a degree does get you somewhere in this society, but in this society now, it's a little bit different too.
Yeah.
Where opportunity comes in many forms as long as you're able to go out there and make it work.
Yeah, sometimes
So-
you don't even need a degree to do what you want to do now.
Exactly. So I guess what I'm trying to also say is that the opportunity is just different from right now to how it was back then. And I feel like I don't think our generation, our mom and dad was wrong to push our generation to value education, because it's true what you say. They're probably were immigrants majority of the time, at least our upbringing. And because when you're immigrants, you probably didn't have a lot of opportunity, and you probably didn't have opportunity for education. So that's probably was something valuable, and what you want for your kids. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like for us, if we have kids right now, we probably choose the route that at least what I think is if you don't want to go to college, it's okay. Let's figure out what you really want to do, right?
Yeah.
Type of deal.
Yeah.
Compared to you have to go to college, figure it out. What college you want to go to? What degree? What major you want to major in? Make sure you become a doctor or a lawyer, or you get it, right? It's like that's the only career path that they had, their own blueprint they know that worked.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now we know there's many way of being successful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an immigrant mindset, if anything.
Yeah.
Is that such thing, right? Immigrant mindset.
Yeah. Because then I'm thinking about just for us and or for myself, what I thought success was. Like, success for me was graduating college, getting a good job that got you a lot of money, right? And then you got a house and you got married, and that was my thought process of what success looked like. And now I don't think that's what it is. I don't know what it is as right now and what life looks like now, because I know that some people that also agree to that, and then them now achieving all of that but still not happy or still not feeling fulfilled, that's what success is, right? So then they go back and then they pursue their passion type of deal,
or their true purpose, if anything.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it's not more profession, it's more like what's your purpose, what do you want to do? Because as a human being, I feel eventually everyone's asking, are they really meant to do what they do sometime? And then that's part of why mentally they kind of go off of like, okay, I became a doctor eventually, I don't want to be a doctor anymore, because that was never what they were meant to become or do.
Yeah.
So more like the purposeful profession.
I wonder if you can ever really know what you want to do early in life, like when you're in high school, right? I guess you can just foster your passions and your hobbies or things that you love, but I don't know. When I was a kid, I was like, "Oh, I want to be a nurse." Like, did I really want to be a nurse, or did my parents tell me that I wanted to be
Or
a
they
nurse?
implanted
Yeah,
it, right? I always
yeah.
thought about being
So
a fireman,
I don't know when you'll ever.
and I never know much about
Yeah.
fire. Yeah.
Like, when will you ever know what it means to do what you want and then
Mm.
feel successful in whatever you land upon?
True. All right.
Wow. Okay, what else
Let's
should we
move
talk
on. Let's
about?
move on.
How about relationships
In terms
and
of what?
love? Let's see. So like thinking about back then when we met people is usually at a bar, a club, right? You go dancing, you can meet someone. And
That's
then
one way.
now, yeah, or through work or whatever, join a dance
Social
team. Yeah.
social gathering.
Yeah. Now they have apps, dating through apps, and I can't even imagine what that's like. I've never had to go through that, but I can't imagine what it's like
How
now.
is it for you? Whoever is listening right now, let me know. Like, if you experience dating online, like, how was that? How is it?
Do you
It's
trust
it's
it?
a norm now. You know that.
Yeah,
Like,
I
for
remember
people?
when what is it? The Harmony dating app started. What is it? Something Harmony. I forgot.
eHarmony.
Yeah, eHarmony. That was like the first one that I heard of, and I was like, people were meeting each other through an app, and I thought that was like the weirdest thing.
I thought it was weird too.
Yeah,
I just to me, because it was like the beginning of online dating. And
yeah,
I thought it was cool in terms of, yeah, it's like a talk show probably kind of thing, kind of vibe, where you go and meet people. Right?
yeah,
But I thought it was weird. I just thought it was weird because that's not how we were. I guess meeting people and trying to court people in
yeah,
terms of like relationship, build a relationship with a certain individual, or you're trying to find someone who is become a significant of yourself for yourself, right?
hmm
I thought it was weird too at first, but right now I tell you this, I think it's so normal now
yeah,
that people utilize that app just to try to meet people when they go to different. At least what I heard from some of my friends, they when they travel they use that app to meet people.
yeah,
You know, so I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah. I wonder what it's like to, I guess, scroll through pictures. Right, you're saving a lot of time as opposed to going to meet someone in person and talking to them and then knowing if you're compatible or not, or looking at someone's profile, seeing what they like and they don't things that they don't like, and then you guys agreeing in that way and being like, okay, I'm gonna meet this person because we share the same values, type of
Yeah.
thing. But I would be skeptical because I wouldn't believe anything. Anyone can create a profile and it could be something totally different. It could be a totally different person. You're just going,
Catfishing.
yeah, catfishing.
I think it's weird because, at least for my opinion right now, if not, it's not weird. You know, but I guess what I'm trying to say is so interesting because those app you're trying to find someone that you wanna, I guess marry, probably most likely, right? Cause that's
hmm
or become boyfriend or girlfriend or something. But I just feel like majority of the time people who are on that, maybe sometime they're already have their career. If you get what I'm saying, they're
hmm
already pretty much settled down. So sometimes it's hard to, because I feel like in a relationship you have to like experience bad and good together. Right?
Yeah.
I feel
yeah.
like a lot of time, I don't know, I never been on a dating app, but at least I assume is that you trying to find the good only.
Yeah.
Like, you're right, because that's what it is. You're swiping or you're
Mhm.
looking for whoever's compatible with you, based off of a AI person or what you put. But
Mhm.
sometime what if, for example, if I'm a dancer, I'm not trying to meet another dancer. Sometime maybe I'm
Mhm.
just trying to meet another person that probably share the same type of passion, in terms of like how passionate I am as an individual, or maybe a person who like the outdoors
Yeah.
compared to, like, as a dancer, right? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But I guess what I'm trying to say, like, I think in a relationship, you have to meet them at first, right? But also you don't know. There's good and bad, so you have to go through the good, and sometimes the bad to see the extra good, if anything.
Mhm.
If that makes
Yeah.
sense, I don't know.
I don't think we're judging.
I'm
It's
not
just
judging.
a
I'm not judging.
different
I'm just saying.
type of way of meeting people
Yeah.
that we've never gone through. But then I agree with what you said.
Yeah.
Like, you're not trying to find the perfect person
And I feel like
to be in a relationship and to be in a long lasting relationship.
Yeah.
Of course, they might have great things, but then they'll also have flaws, and those things you'll work through, or you'll start to love, or accept it. I don't know.
And I'm
but
sure there's
nobody's perfect.
I'm sure there's relationships out there from these type of platforms that have become amazing. You know what I mean? And I think that's great. Sometimes I think it's a shortcut to get to what you want, which I think is great. But sometimes I also think that we have to go through stuff. That's all. Okay.
What do you think about dating shows, like reality competition shows on TV, like Love is Blind or
I think it's just pure entertainment.
Pure entertainment.
Yeah.
Some of them are still together.
Yeah, I think it's a great. It's what it is. It's a reality TV show.
Yes. Yeah.
So of course, if you do end up with us, it's great. But the majority of the time, I think it's just pure entertainment.
Yeah.
No saying to it. I just think it's entertainment.
Yeah. All right. Cool. How about mental health? You want to talk about mental health?
I don't know.
Here is my thing with mental health, right?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like wait, what were we talking about before? Remember when I said Gen X was the one?
You're saying Gen X had
a lot of stored trauma. So I think the question that I said was, what was it about therapy or something?
Communication. I feel like you're saying they have more opportunity to express and like decompress their trauma.
I think Gen X had experienced a lot of trauma. They're probably immigrants, went through a ton of hardship, and probably suppressed it. And millennials, the first generation, learned from that trauma, but also learn how to not take in that trauma or to fix it, right? To fix the generational trauma. So that way they don't pass it to the next generation.
Or communicate it.
Yeah, learning how to communicate better than how the previous generation was.
Because I feel like at the end of the day, it's a communication of the situation, like finding a solution to a problem, right? If anything, right? Because when you have a traumatic event, of course, it becomes a problematic issue, and you need to find healing. And sometimes the answer or the solution is healing. It's more healing than just an answer. I feel like that's what I'm saying. But going back to, I guess, what you're trying to say is like the new generation have more of a, I feel like more of an opportunity to express themselves more, because the millennial have opened the gate to allow them to express themselves more. In terms of like communication was fixed more from that era, that generation gap to this generation to that generation. Does that make sense? I think communication is always key in a family, in a relationship. And in terms of like, at least for my upbringing, I know, like, like just hearing the word "I love you" from my mom and dad, it was never like verbally, but you have to experience. You have to also understand that everyone generation have their own, I guess, way of communicating certain thing. And for my mom and dad, I noticed that it was more of like a act of service type of love. They weren't able to verbally say it in terms of their communication majority of the time, but they do show it through maybe physical touch and stuff like that. So I guess what I'm saying that like because we experience stuff like that, we also want to allow a bigger floodgate of communication to the next generation to be able to express themselves.
Here's what I wanted to ask you. I get it. Yeah. I love that we're aware of that, and we're understanding how important it is to verbally communicate sometimes, love for each other. Because then this generation now can openly do it easily.
Or I think there's problem solving more. Communication.
Here's what I wanted to ask you. What about your thoughts on gentle parenting? Because sometimes I feel like this generation is so sensitive right now, and sometimes every little thing can...
They say soft? Really soft?
Yeah, soft.
Everyone's triggered.
yeah, there's something triggering everything for this generation. Everything, everyone's sensitive about something, an action or something.
One word could just make a person go crazy.
Cause then I'm thinking about like discipline, right? Like sometimes we were spanked before, or sometimes we were like yelled at to stop doing things, right? For discipline. But now, if you yell at a kid now, it's it's I don't know, it's frowned upon. It's like
Too harsh.
it's abuse. It's verbal abuse.
It become too. It could. People don't. I get it.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on that?
On gentle parenting,
Yeah.
I think is good, but also I think there's also. I'm not a mom. I'm not a parent yet, so I'm just saying I don't know how it will be yet. But I think there's a balance between being a gentle parent and also being a more tough love type of parent,
Yeah.
right? Because I feel like you also want your kid to be a lot more raw and tough, also too, but be able to love and express himself. So I think there's a balance between that, right?
Mhm.
So I don't think there's nothing wrong with gentle parenting as long as you're able to also give. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a parent, but be able to also be able to. Um, I'm not saying toughen up your kid, but I'm just saying like for example, like be good with them, but let them be able to go out and play with dirt, or like what I'm trying to say, like be a adventurous person too, compared to depressing that type of personality. If anything, like I'm just saying,
Mhm.
because what I'm hearing from you, from gentle parents, is a person who's super overprotected parents who won't allow their kids to make mistakes, and they eventually just overprotected and gentle parent. That's what I think right now.
Oh, I'm not thinking overprotective.
Oh,
Just no spanking, more talking about solutions,
oh, I
type
see what you're
letting
saying.
them process as opposed to how we grew up, right? Don't do that. Or
Mm. I think I'll be
like let's say if we had a kid, right? We had a kid and they're throwing a tantrum in the store, right? And then a gentle parent would be like asking them why, what are you feeling right now?
yeah.
Like giving them a chance to express themselves in a gentle way, as opposed to me like pulling the kid and be like, stop it, don't do that, we're out in public, kind of thing.
Mm.
Not gentle, but like
What would you do?
I don't know.
I don't
I
think
wa-
I don't think I'll be asking the kid a question. Why are you
yeah,
like
there's
I'll ask the kid. Of course, I'm trying to find the reason why they're throwing a tantrum, but I'm not gonna be there and trying to let the kid solve the situation when the kid don't have the probably the mindset to understand it
yeah.
as probably a reasonable solution. I feel
Yeah.
like you as an adult, you're responsible to find the best solution to kind of solve the situation at the moment,
Mhm.
because you're an adult. That's why there's a difference between an adult and a child.
Mhm.
I think,
Yeah.
right? So I'm not gonna say physical aggression is like the answer, but I feel like maybe like space, like maybe taking the kid outside and talk to them first, compared to just they're trying to let the kid take control of the situation. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. I see.
Sometime you need to deflect the situation and then find a solution, right? I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like,
I don't
I
know
get it.
either.
I get it that it's great to be gentle, but also time I feel like there's also a important way to be hard, having tough love sometimes hard. You know,
Right.
dang, you think I'm gonna be a hard parent? Oh man, I don't know.
No, I think you're gonna be the fun parent.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, let's get through the fun stuff. I
Let's
think
go.
that was all. Okay, which generation would survive a zombie apocalypse?
Gen X.
The older one?
Yeah,
Why?
they're more. I feel like they're more engaged with the wilderness and the survival life tactics
Mm,
compared to. And then second one is millennials, and then like third, fourth is like boom, Gen Z
why wouldn't the Gen Z survive the apocalypse?
or like Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because they're just like we were talking about. Like they're just a little softer, and it like think about this. That during the time of the pandemic, there are a lot of people who do not know how to like probably cook or find their own food, right? Somehow, some way. I'm just saying, but that was a culture shock for a lot of people. And then now people are hunting more now. People are fishing more now. I'm just saying, like, it is.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they're just less baby. I mean, pretty much they're slowly everyone want to baby their kids, right? Every generation.
Yeah,
And so that leads them to be a little more softer. Meaning there's food no matter what. There's food in fridge. It's given to them. Compared to that's why I'm saying maybe Gen X is probably more capable of surviving the zombie apocalypse because they're a lot more tougher.
But Gen Z also plays a lot more video games. So if they know like different things that happen in the video games in a zombie apocalypse, maybe that translates more into a real life zombie apocalypse.
I'm sure if there was a zombie apocalypse, it would not probably be like what we expected. If ever, I'm thinking.
You think the zombies will be slow or fast?
I think they will be fast. They'll be like really aggressive. It won't be it won't be the brain eating one, but there would be more like sucking on your blood or something, like a vampire.
I don't think it would be a zombie apocalypse. I think it would be a robot apocalypse.
AI.
Yeah, and then they'll take over the humans.
And then that situation, I'll give Gen Z and Gen Alpha. They
would know
win.
how to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to handle it.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Okay.
Who would last the longest without Wi-Fi?
Gen X.
Yeah.
Because for me as a millennial, I'm so used to Wi-Fi. It's important to just make sure you have some sort of connection.
Yeah, I think Gen X would last the longest.
Yeah. Okay, move on.
All right. Which generation is the most dramatic?
Most dramatic? Gen Alpha or Gen Z?
Why?
I feel like they're, I don't know. Don't get mad at me. I just think they, I feel like because I'm not parents, I'm just saying parents that parented the Gen X, Gen Z are a lot more loving, which is great. There's nothing wrong with it. It's loving, and things are given to them. So when things are not given to them as easy as something, they whine, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's my theory. My theory of like maybe what I mean, they will trip more because if I didn't get certain things back then, I was just like, okay,
gratification, right?
I wouldn't get mad. I would probably just like, okay, I'm move on.
Figure out a way,
or I'm gonna figure out a way to get it myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I agree. With that scene.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Who would get canceled the fastest?
Millennials.
Why?
Oh no, Gen X.
Gen X for sure. I mean, that's why people are all these other situations are coming up of things that happened in the past.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like that answer there would be any generation would be canceled.
Yeah.
The fastest in term of I actually think millennials not probably never mind. I lie. I'll take that back. I feel like every generation could be canceled. So
you know who they canceled recently?
Who?
Cesar Chavez.
Really?
Yeah, because some ladies came out about like rape charges, right?
Oh, Cesar Chavez?
Yeah, and then so they've taken down some of his statues, and then they've taken down the name of a lot of places and.
Dang.
But then it's crazy because
is the street is gonna be changed? Cesar Chavez Street?
I don't know, but some of the buildings they took his name out.
Damn.
And then I think it's crazy when people
already passed
have allegations and they're already passed. They can't even defend themselves, right? Right? Anybody? I'm not doubting these women that came forward, but it's hard to fight it. I mean, I don't know what the story is. I just know that he got canceled recently.
Dang.
But like with even Michael Jackson, right? All the stuff that people are claiming against him is like he can't even defend himself, right?
Didn't they say that Michael Jackson is was there to create the Never Neverland type of thing to save the children from the Epstein people and Puff Daddy?
And it's connected to Diddy and Epstein.
Oh my God!
See, I don't know what's real. He can't even defend himself.
Okay, let's move on.
That's interesting. Which generation is secretly the most toxic?
Most toxic?
Yeah.
In terms of personality,
I don't know. That's just the question I have.
secretly,
Yeah.
I think Gen X.
Why? They're the most troubled one.
No, well, I don't know. I feel like that it's a question where I'm gonna look at every generation, and I feel like it's the same for every generation. They all could be a little bit toxic,
Yeah.
right? Does that make sense? Just kind of like the other one. What was the other one?
Everyone has a flaw.
Everyone has a flaw. I don't
Which
think.
is the most dramatic? Is that what you're
Yeah, same thing
comparing
like
it to?
no, was that the one? Oh, the cancel fastest. That's the one.
Oh,
Anyone could be canceled. Any generation could be canceled. The
yeah.
fastest, right?
Yeah.
I would say the same thing with this one here. Okay.
Um, who would win in a group chat argument?
Dang. Gen X. Because they think they know everything?
They're wiser, and they've read books. I feel like.
No, I only say that because they will always try to say they know everything.
Yeah.
And like what they say is
Would
right.
they win in the argument though?
No, I think millennials win.
Why?
Because we will fight them with gentle conversation and communication.
Which generation is the funniest?
Gen X and millennials.
I think millennials are pretty funny.
Okay. We rest our case right there. Millennial, baby.
Why are we funny?
I think we have more a social experience of. Nah, I don't know. I was just saying.
It's funny because there was some lady said millennials are just 19-year-olds in 40-year-old bodies.
Well, I feel like maybe because we're allowed to be like no, we're not allowed, but we just doesn't take. Never mind, I take it back. I don't know. Trust.
I just feel we're fun. We're still fun.
Yes.
It's funny because I still go to my parents' house and I still feel like a kid, but I'm an adult and I should be adulting, but whenever I'm around my
Isn't that interesting
parents,
though?
I'm still a kid.
But isn't that interesting? Like
Uh-huh.
I don't know how my older sibling feel, but at least for me, I feel the same way. Like I can never take that away from my parents, or from being a baby, like getting baby. Is that
Yeah.
weird? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Sometimes
think
I enjoy it.
yeah. I think millennials are the best. I think we look the best and we're just the coolest. That was not biased at all.
That was pretty biased. That was pretty biased.
But I love all generations. Every
Honestly,
generation has their
I think every generation
their
is meant to
strengths.
have their experience and their strength and their flaws. And at the end of the day, I think they're meant to take the humanity of every type of people to a different era, and then hopefully create a different type of generation. Not robotic people, but maybe cyborgs.
cyborgs.
No, but anyways, I'm just saying, like, I think every generation are meant to experience what they experience, because I feel like we are a reflection of our environment and our people that we are engaged with, and everyone experiences stuff differently, right? Based off of technology to just life experience. So I would say there's no bad generation. I feel every generation has its pros and cons. Some people shine more than the others on certain categories, and some people are worse at a certain category because of life experience. That's what I think. Truly, honestly, that's what I think. I don't think no one's bad. I love all generation, but if I had to choose, I'll just choose millennial.
I was like, thanks for not being biased.
I'm not,
But
but
then you ended with being biased.
All right, guys. We'll leave you guys with the new the Hmongipino question of the day is just if you could switch generation, what generation would you switch to?
Man, that's crazy.
For me, I'll probably try to experience Generation Alpha. As like a
Post pandemic, you would want to live post pandemic time.
after the pandemic.
Yeah, you want to be born into the world of technology already.
Yeah, like I want to experience that because I feel like millennials filled in the crack of the beginning of the whole Ethernet of the world, right? The internet to technology, the birth of technology, early technology, the birth, the growth. I mean, I feel like we experienced that already. You know,
Mhm.
I would like to experience what the new generation experienced in terms of like technology. AI is already there, and like you know how advanced life would be. That's all. What
Hmm.
would you choose?
Gen Gamma. Oh, this is the future.
That's the same thing. Okay, guys.
No, no,
Let us know.
no. I would do Gen Z. I think I'd be curious about Gen Z.
Okay, we're about the same word. Gen Z.
Yeah, I said Gamma because it's like
Is
G,
Gamma like the new people?
G,
The new
G.
generation?
Yeah, it's probably
2010? I mean 2030?
no more.
2040? 2050 probably?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what life would be look like.
Let us know, y'all. This episode is a beefy one. We love you guys. We're Hmongipino. We're out. Peace.
Bye. Oh, you gotta do it like this for the new one.